What up? It's Fantastic Fat Man here on the ones and twos, ready to talk about AoE Season 3. We're coming up to the last portion of it, and just to do a little bit of recap, the beginning, it definitely had its upsets with New Horizon beating Brookdale Senior Living. It was kind of like the Titans taking over the gods. Oh no. Oh no.
Tell me, do you bleed? You will.
Ah! 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 That's my upset cry. Sorry about that. Another one goes out to Wild Sisters, where they went ahead and upset Edison Varsity. And Wild Sisters is the Sunnyside JV team, so the difference in the ranks is actually quite high. Edison has a great top laner who was a top performer in AoE Season 2, and a diamond mid laner who's been a prodigy since he was in middle school. And the reason he was a prodigy because he was able to hold his own back in the Sunnyside days at such a young age. So big props to Wild Sisters for taking out a tough team, and it put Edison in a tough spot for the playoffs. And looking at the playoff picture right now, it looks like Wild Sisters has a better opportunity than Edison. But unfortunate for Wild Sisters, the Sunnyside JV team, they got the top 3 teams as their last 3 games, which is 7-0 New Horizon, 6-1 Brookdale, and then 5-2 Clovis North. So hopefully they're able to get a few more upsets under the belt to make it in there. So the top teams better not sleep on them, because they will punish you if you come on an off day. Unfortunate for the middle of the pack as far as like Clovis North, Free Agency, Sunnyside Varsity, and JCT. They are all playing against each other in these last matches. And the story of Season 3 is basically Sunnyside Days versus this new Fuel era. And they're tough teams. JCT has all-stars from the Sunnyside Days in Mongaze, Code Penguin, Ace, Chaos King, JCT Basic. And from the Fuel era, we have top teams like Sunnyside Varsity, who thrive in chaos, and on a good day, they have the best synergy I've seen out of all the teams. And we ran the numbers on the possible outcomes thanks to Gaz and also, sorry. And what the numbers showed is that Edison only has a 17% chance of making it to the playoffs. And they only have 8 situations where they don't have to play a tiebreaker match to make it. But a lot of 7-play situations do come with tie-breaking matches to get into the playoffs, so there's still hope. And Free Agency is looking pretty comfortable, but there are a lot of situations where they had to fight for the last playoff spot. And with the conclusion of round 9 and JCT coming on top over Clovis, it makes it that much harder for the teams under JCT to climb their way to the playoffs. And yeah, you could say mathematically a lot of these teams can still drop out of the playoffs and a lot of the bottom teams can go in, but we're just playing it safe as far as the numbers goes, and we're not trying to do 3 million different possibilities. And TTV Fearless is at the bottom, but they have key matchups against people fighting for the playoff spot and people who are comfortable in there. So them getting wins is definitely going to throw this whole playoff picture into a loop and made us waste 3 hours on doing mathematical outcomes. So best of luck in all of these last matches you have. Hopefully all the games go into a 3-set series, because I'm trying to see games. I'm trying to see people pour their hearts out into it. And the story of Season 3 is basically old school versus new school, Sunnyside Days versus Fuel. And I'm really interested on seeing who's going to fill up the playoff spots. So will the Fuel era come on top, or the Sunnyside Days show their dominance? I can't wait to see the outcomes, and thanks for watching.